How's it going, everybody? Welcome to We Do Tech. Now, I've made a bunch of how to mine videos where I show you guys how to mine certain cryptocurrencies. I show you how to set up the wallets, how to set up the miner, all of that, and also how to connect to the certain pool that you are going to mine on. But now the thing is, a lot of you guys have been asking me more and more about certain pools and then also certain algorithms. Now, one of my recent how to mine videos was on how to mine the Verge currency, which a lot of people are getting into now. And the pool we used was the YIIMP pool. And the thing is, it was using the X17 algorithm, which isn't always the base for NVIDIA cards and also AMD cards. So a lot of you guys were asking, why not you mine on the Lyra Rev 2 pool, or just a different algorithm that you can actually use to mine that will run better with your graphics cards. But now the thing is, there's a bunch of other aspects that goes into choosing the right mining pool. Yes, the algorithm is very important that you are going to use, but there's also a bunch of other things. So this video is going to be about how to choose the right mining pool to mine on, because you don't want to waste your time mining on the wrong pool and not really getting any results. But now, if you guys want to get the most information possible, watch this entire video. I do go over a bunch of different aspects which might help you choose the right pool to mine on. And I also do make a bunch of other how to mine videos and just other crypto tutorial videos, which you can go check out. You can also subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and that will let you know when I bring out a new video. But anyway, let's get into the video right after this. Do you live in South Africa and want to get yourself some awesome new gaming products? Well, go check out Rebel Tech. They have extremely low prices and they stock all the major brands like ASUS, MSI, Gigabyte, Corsair, and many more. You're also able to get Destiny 2 when purchasing selected NVIDIA GTX 1080 or 1080 Ti graphics cards. So check out the link in the video description to go get yourself a new graphics card and a new game. Okay, now the first thing you're gonna have to look at when choosing the right pool to mine on is, of course, make sure that that pool does accept the coin you want to mine. If you choose the biggest pool out there for Bitcoins, you're not gonna be able to mine on that pool if you want to mine Ethereum. It's just not gonna work, so you have to make sure that that pool accepts the coins that you want to mine and the algorithm that you want to mine. Okay, then secondly, you are going to have to look at the size of the pool. Now, you get small pools and large pools. Small pools are usually anything about 100 miners and less, and usually anything more than that is considered more of a larger pool. But now, what's the difference between large pools and small pools, and which one should you mine on? That mostly depends on what you are going for. Usually with larger pools is because there's more people mining, they do have higher hash rates, which in turn will get you more rewards more frequently, so you will get coins more often. But also in effect, because there's so many people mining, you are gonna get less of that specific coin. So you're gonna get more coins frequently, but less coins frequently. But now, whereas small pools, because there's less people mining, the payouts will be bigger because they don't have to split it between 1,000 different miners, only between, let's say, 100. But now it is going to be less frequent because the hash rates are a lot smaller. The chance of you actually getting a block is a lot smaller than the large pools with a larger hash rate. So you're going to have to look at what do you want to get. So if you go for a large pool, you are going to get your payouts a lot quicker, but it's going to be a lot less than you would actually go for a small pool, where again, as a small pool, you're going to get a bigger payouts, but not that frequent. Also, the problem with small pools compared to large pools is that sometimes to get a block, it will take a day to even a week to actually find a single block, whereas with a large pool, you'll be able to find a single block every few minutes perhaps. So you are gonna have to look at that. Sometimes if it's a really small pool you're mining on, you won't ever get a block actually, because the network is so large, there's so many different mining pools and they're mining up all of the blocks. So you are gonna have to look into the size of the pool if you want to actually get anything out of it. Okay, and then next up, we can take a look at the complete opposite of pool mining is solo mining. Just like the name implies, solo mining is just you yourself that is actually mining. You're not connected to a pool at all, so you are doing everything. Solo mining is almost like mining on a small pool as well, because the chances of you actually getting a block is really, really low. But if by chance you actually get a block, you get all of the profit. So you get that entire block. Depends on what you're mining. It ranges between 10 coins all the way up to, I know some coins you can get 1,000 coins per block or 7,000 coins per block. So if you get that block, actually you get everything, 1,000 or 7,000 coins. So you get a lot of money. But now that again, the chance of you actually getting that block is extremely, extremely low. So if you only mine with 1 GPU or 3 GPUs or something like that, I would definitely not recommend you do solo mining. If you have a mining farm of 100 GPUs or even more than that, then you can perhaps look at solo mining, because then you will have a decent supply of hashes that you can actually mine at. But again, if it's just 2 GPUs, then definitely not, because you're really not going to get anything, and just stick to the bigger mining pools then. But also a different pool that you can look into to mine on is the multi-mining pools, which instead of focusing on a single coin, where let's say you want to mine again Verge, that you mine Verge, they pay you out in Verge. But how the multi-pools work is, instead of you getting paid out in the coin you mine, you get paid out in the primary coin. It's mostly Bitcoins or sometimes even Litecoins. So how it works is you mine all of the different coins and algorithms inside the pool, and then later on they convert all of the work you did and then pay you out in Bitcoins or Litecoins. This is almost like how NiceHash works, and also how Also Miner works, where they choose the most profitable coin in their pools to mine on, and then finally again they pay you out. This works very well if you just want to get paid out in Bitcoins or Litecoins, but if you want to mine only a specific coin that you can keep for a later day that you want to sell, this is not going to work for that, because again, you're only going to get paid out in the main coins, which is Bitcoins or Litecoins. You're not going to be paid out in the coin you actually mine. But if you just want to make the highest profits you can, then the multi-mining pools is a good way to go. But also, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you are going to have to look at the algorithm that you want to mine as well. Certain algorithms works better on certain hardware and certain brands of graphics cards, for instance. But also you have to look at pools that actually support them. If you mine on a small pool which supports the algorithm that works great with your hardware, it's not really going to matter if the algorithm works great with your hardware, because if it's a smaller pool, you're not really going to get that frequent of payouts. But whereas if you mine on a larger pool that supports the algorithm that doesn't work that great on your hardware, but it still works, so you're getting a bit lower hash rate, you are going to get payouts more frequent, which is the thing you want, because you are going to get a lot more of the coins that you want to mine and just keep. But now again, it does depend on what you want to go for: a larger pool that pays you out less, or a smaller pool that pays you out more. Just again, if you mine on a smaller pool, the chance of you getting paid out is a lot smaller than if you're mining on a big pool. So just keep that in mind. And then finally, you are also going to have to take a look at the fees that the mining pools are asking you, because yes, they are going to take a fee because you are using their entire system to mine, so they want a small percentage of the amount of coins that you mine. So usually it ranges between 0.5% to about 2%. That's usually the margin which they work, but they can also go higher sometimes. Even I've seen pools that go up to 20%, although there's not really a lot of them, and it's usually very, very rare coins that there's not really any other pools that are mining them, so they can ask almost whatever they want. So when choosing a pool, just take a look at the fees as well. You don't want to pay anything above really 2%. So if you keep it small enough, then you won't really feel that loss, because a lot of these fees can add up, because you do have the transaction fee, you do have the pool fee, you do have the fee for a lot of the wallets as well. So just take a look at all of those fees. They can actually add up to one big fee that you have to reckon into your profits. But now the main question is, what algorithms should you really use for your hardware, and what mining pools should you use? Well, that again mostly depends on the coin that you're mining and what hardware you have. For that, you will have to unfortunately go and test it yourself, and also just go read up a lot more, because there's so many different algorithms, so many different coins, so many different pools. There's a lot of factors that you have to calculate in, and the best way to just know which one works best for you is to go read up on the forums, because there's a lot of other people that probably has the same question. So go read up on that, and then just test it yourself. But also, I will leave a link in the video description of the biggest pools for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Zcash, and Monero. So if you want to mine any of those coins, you can just use one of those mining pools, and it's going to just work the best out for you. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. If you found it informative, please like, share, comment like always. Also, if you have any suggestions for any other video what you want me to make, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will check all of you next time. Cheers, guys.